time for I Feel Strongly. We've got a couple of managers in the Premier League who seem stuck to their systems. Let's start with Amorim at United, shall we? He's been in the job less than 2 months, so we got to say that. He's brought in a bit of a different formation. It hasn't been entirely successful, but as we just showed you, there was a glimmer of hope yesterday. Do we give him time?
Yes, definitely. I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely fine with it, because the simple fact is when a new manager comes into the club, let's be serious, they're not going to get relegated. Even before they got the draw at Liverpool yesterday, they're not going to be relegated. So what you want as a new manager, this is the first time really that a manager has come in permanently at Manchester United for a long time, actually after the season's begun. So I think what he has to do, and it's similar to when Jurgen Klopp went to Liverpool, assess the team, play your system, and by the end of the season you know who you want to keep, who you want to get rid of, who you need to bring in. Because I think for too long at Manchester United, there's been player power now, and players have got away with things lightly, and it's always been the manager that's got the brunt of things. We saw with Ten Hag, he had his philosophy when he came into the club. He tried to play it, saw that the players weren't able to adapt. He still spent a lot of money, but then he changed the way that he saw the game. Whereas I think with Amorim, he's saying, no, Manchester United, this is my team now. This is a system I want to play, and I'm going to play it wherever I go, whoever I play against. And I need to know the players that are going to work in this system and the players that aren't going to work in this system. So he's now making the players accountable, and I think it's great. I think it's really refreshing to see that from a manager.
Some people, Cara, want the manager to pick its tactics and his system based on what you've got. Based on what you've got. And he wasn't hired because of that. They all knew what his system was when he first came into the football club. Always going to be the 3-4-2 and the 1. And it's been a bit of a disaster. It doesn't suit many, many players. But even the result against Liverpool, it's almost forcing the players, we're doing it. And you're going to find a way to be successful. And whatever that means and whatever it takes, there will be new players coming into the football club. If you bring in 2 new wing-backs, then that helps with the system. Then I think it changes things a lot. But it's like, we're doing this I Feel Strongly because a lot of people fear, and by the way, someone on our team, on our punditry team, believes that should change it. Yeah. This isn't working. He should go back to a back 4 like Ten Hag did. Now, that might paper over some cracks, and it does win a trophy, and it doesn't look so bad, but it's not the way that Manchester United are going to get back to the very top of this division, playing a progressive style that Manchester United fans want to see. So I'm all for him saying, I hear it, and he's heard a lot of noise over these last few weeks, a lot of noise. You're sticking to it, and he said things like, if I change, then I die. So I like what he's done in the heat and the noise, that he should change it because it's not working.
And the simple fact is the players are on trial. You look at Casemiro and Eriksen, they started last week against Newcastle. Everybody was saying, whoa, how can these two start? Part of me thinks that he's done that to show, this is what I need. These are the plays that I need. These are the plays that I need to get rid of.
Force them to do it.
Yeah.
If they can't do it, they got to go.
That's exactly from my side of things. That's how you want it to be. It's like the players are all on trial now. So let's see who's going to be there for the journey come the end of the season.
OK, so you feel strongly. Give Amorim time.
Yep. Don't change.
Don't change. What about Postecoglou then? Other side of the coin. Does he need to change things at Tottenham? He seems all about entertainment, but he's not getting the results.
What's funny about this is that he's known one way, right? And that is absolutely all-out possession, all-out attack. At all costs. And that's where, I love a man with a plan. I love a man with a plan. Like if I'm in a team and I know exactly what's asked of me, I love it. And I know there's a lot of injuries at Tottenham, but when his team has been caught so many times open and they concede so many goals, they score a ton as well. They finished 5th last year, so had a good season. But this season, it's kind of unravelled a little bit, where I'm now thinking, the league table says a lot, and where they are on the league table is not acceptable. I know there's been injuries, a goalkeeper and their 2 central defenders. All teams get a little bit of injuries. So in this case, I'd like to see him do something a little different, Danny, because throwing those fullbacks forward is like something we haven't really seen before. And that hasn't really changed too much. And that's why when you see them conceding so many goals, at some point, wow, we've got to tweak it a little bit.
I think also the difference here between Postecoglou and Amorim is that Amorim's Manchester United, he didn't sign any of those players. Postecoglou has signed specific players to fit the system. Now, if you're an opposition manager playing against Tottenham, the first thing that you're looking at is you're looking and going, right, OK, how do we build up to this game? You know how they're going to play. They're not going to change. So what I'm saying is I don't say change your whole beliefs, change your identity, but there has to be little tweaks in there. Maybe play with 2 defensive-minded midfielders, maybe 1 full-back go instead of both going at the same time. Maybe don't play as high a line.
That isn't doesn't change his philosophy and what he wants to do, but it's just been just a little bit safer in the way that he's trying to do it. I mean, it's just a situation where, they were 5th last year, and I feel like with Tottenham, if they have everybody out and they're in good shape and everybody's fit and they're all in confident mood, they're brilliant. And that's what he wants. And everybody's waiting for that situation. But how often does that happen, where he's got everybody fit, Danny, and people are playing? There's times when you need a little bit more insurance with some of your attacking.
OK, so you agree, but you feel strongly that time's up, perhaps the Postecoglou system needs to make some tweaks.
A little bit.
Amorim, give him some time.
Go for it.
All right, OK, well, there we go. There was our segment of I Feel Strongly.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.